Are you someone who really wants to improve yourself in all areas of your life, but you just don't know where to start? Here's the challenge. Just wanting to get better, wanting to improve in your business or your sales or your life isn't going to cut it. You need a very specific strategy, a formula, if you will, a path to follow so that you can begin to control your thoughts, which will impact your feelings, which will drive your actions, and then produce the most amazing results. My name is Kevin Yoder, mindset coach and creator of the Inner Game of Achievement. I help people improve their patterns of thought so that they can terminate those limiting beliefs, boost their confidence, and accomplish their most inspiring goals for life and business. Right around 2019, I had been in real estate for, probably 18 years, and I was doing all right. And the challenge I was having was that I wasn't able to do the most I could do, and I knew that. I was basically tapped out. I don't know how to explain it other than, John Maxwell calls it the law of the lid. We can only go so far. We can only help people if we have the information in here. And the other way to look at it is you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I felt like I was the empty cup. My business has stagnated, and I wasn't really growing personally. My relationships were also in the same place, and I hadn't earned any different money. My income had pretty much stagnated as well. All of this led me to looking for something, a blueprint. I knew I needed something. I needed a blueprint and a mentor. I needed a way of living that I could put into here. That way I could share more with the world. I had turned the corner on wanting to just make money, and I wanted to have an impact, but I didn't have anything more in here to give, so I had to invest in myself. And here's the thing. In terms of developing a mindset strategy, we've kicked this down the road. We've held it up to the light. We've shaken it up. We've thrown it in the air. And at the end of the day, there isn't another way to do it. And here's the kicker for you, is that you have to create space for this thing, this very intentional thing. So I'll start off with that. In order to create a strategy for your mindset, you have to want to do that. And maybe you don't, but here's the thing. If you want to take your life from where it is, and you're throwing out the garbage that says that you're not worthy of that, you got to throw that out for a second and just ask yourself a very important question. Am I where I want to be at this stage in my life? Am I really where I truly want to be? And then once you get the answer to that, the answer is no, then it's time to make a change. And then you ask yourself the second question is, what do I really want? If I'm not where I really want to be, what do I really want? It could be it's something you want to have. It could be a place you want to be. It could be a version of yourself that you aspire to be, but you're not there yet. It doesn't matter what it is. You need a mindset strategy to help you get there. And the best way to accomplish that I have found in the course of studying this material for decades is that you need to create a morning process. And it's a timeline, a space and time that you've committed to yourself, and it's about 90 minutes. It could be an hour, 90 minutes. It has to be defined, and it should be in the morning or a time that I'm not going to say or. Look, here's the deal. Unless you're working second shift or third shift, this happens in the morning, because if you try to do it later on, your day is going to get away from you. So this process starts in the morning. It's a 90-minute period of time where you're focused on you. And then my coaching clients ask me, or people ask me after I do a video on this, is what do I do? Do I get up and check email? Absolutely not. Here's what you do. During the 90-day, I said it again, during the 90-minute period, this is all about connection. This is about learning. It's about growing. So I'll give you a few things that I do in my morning routine that help create my mindset strategy. Number one is you're going to do affirmations. Affirmations, what are they on? Well, look, there's a book over my shoulder here written by Napoleon Hill. It's Think and Grow Rich. You can probably see it there. Napoleon Hill said that auto-suggestion, he calls it auto-suggestion, and that's the same thing as affirmations. It's the same thing. What are you affirming? He said that auto-suggestion is the only known method by which we can induce faith. Another word for faith is belief. So work with me on this one here. If Napoleon Hill took 30 years to write a book, and he interviewed the top 500 most successful people that walked the planet at the time, and it took him over a quarter of a century to put that together and then deliver it to us. We get to stand on the shoulders of giants. And what he said was, autosuggestion is the only known method by which we can induce faith or belief. Wow, we should probably pay attention to that. Affirmations are affirmations. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am. And then insert the statement of the thing that you wish to be, do, or have. And you do it with repetition, and by doing so, you are influencing your subconscious mind. You are impressing a message upon your subconscious mind, which changes your belief system. Over time, your subconscious mind will respond to and begin to adopt and believe in and then act out in our physical experiences here the information that is done with repetition and with emotion and with belief over and over and over again. So affirmation's one of them. Number 2 is read. You got to read. You have to put information in here. If our thoughts drive our choices and our choices create our actions and our actions produce our results, then it begs the question. I did another video on this. If our thoughts create our choices, what changes our thoughts? That book behind me is called Think and Grow Rich. It's not called anything else. It's called Think and Grow Rich. What creates our thoughts? Think about it. When I have thoughts, they're popping in here right now as I'm making this video. What creates our thoughts? How do I think one way and someone else thinks another way? It's through the information that we're gathering. What are we reading? What are we digesting? And also the mentors that we are following. This includes people on podcasts, coaches, mentors, books we read. We're taking that information in, and by doing so, we're creating a cross-pollination of ideas, which then allow us to have different thoughts, perspectives, and we call them paradigms. So you have to read. I recommend reading for 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day. You can read at night and in the morning, but definitely do it in the morning. Silence. Next one is silence. Just be quiet. Be still. There's breathing exercises you can do. All this stuff's online. I'm not telling you anything you can't find out, okay? This is not some big secret. It is a secret in the way that most people don't do it. Be quiet and be still. And just breathe. Just experience what it's like to actually not have noise come in your brain, okay? So quiet, still. You can pray. Prayer is another thing that I happen to do during my miracle morning process, is ask for guidance, express gratitude. I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but you understand what I'm saying here. You have to extend yourself beyond yourself and actually tap into that higher power. You can call it whatever you want, God, higher power, spirit. We're all talking about the same thing. Have time in your day where you've committed to being grateful and asking for guidance. Exercise. There's more to the process. I'm going to give you, I told you I'd give you the 5 years. Look, so the last one is exercise. If you've worked on yourself, you put new information in here, you were still, you did affirmations, and you've reached out to your higher power, and then you go exercise and move your body, increase your heart rate for 30 minutes. You can lift weights, I do what's called Tabata. Something to move your body every single day. Do you realize how much you've impacted your mindset by doing this? Endorphins are through the roof, and you're also burning fat all day long. I think this is like the secret, right? All this stuff about mindset. If you move your body and you start to feel good, that's going to flow all the way through the day. Now you've read information that's empowering, how to get better in my life, in business, all things. I've done affirmations that are in alignment with my particular goals. And I can do a whole separate video on affirmations. You're silent, you've connected with higher power, and you've worked out. My goodness, isn't that just an amazing formula for creating a mindset strategy? Now you're going to go off and you're going to do the thing. You're going to do the thing. The affirmation was, you were saying, I'm going to do the thing, I'm going to be the thing. Now you're actually, faith without works is dead. So you have to go out and actually take action every day. By taking action, you're going to then get valuable feedback and data points that you can plug right back into. When you go read again, you're going to read that book, and you're going to then take the information you learned from the day, and you're going to run it through here and decide what that means for you, your next steps. You're going to get intuition by being silent. You're going to get ideas, and stuff's going to come to you. The people, the circumstances, and the events through the powerful law of attraction will begin to work for you if you have created the space for this. If you like this type of content, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and also if this video resonated with you, make sure you share it with somebody else. Each one, teach one. This is about the inner game of achievement, my friends. If you want to know more about this, make sure you come back, subscribe, and then I'll make sure I'm continuing to deliver this content. I'm Kevin Yoder, owner of Yoder Results and the inventor of the inner game of achievement. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you found this video extremely valuable.